The Everglades, written by Susan Lennox. Focus question. Where is the Everglades National Park and what can you see there? Weird and wonderful. Have you ever heard of a gumbo limbo? How about a skink or stingbot? These are not cartoon characters. They are the names of the plants and animals that live in Everglades National Park in Florida. It's a weird and wonderful place like any other. More than a swamp, the area known as the Everglades makes up much of the South Florida. Everglades National Park lies within this area. This region is the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. It has the hot, wet summers and mild, dry winters. Some people may think the Everglades is just big wet swamp. The Everglades does have lots of water, but it was water connects different ecosystems. Of each of these ecosystems supports different life forms. There are mammals, reptiles, birds, and fish. Many are found only in the Everglades. To the north are the freshwater cypress swamps. They are named for the cypress trees that grow there. Cypress swamps cover an area bigger than the state of Rhode Island. Cypress swamps are home to a wide variety of animals. These include pandas, rabbits, turkeys, and deer. Mangrove swamps, the saltwater swamps, they found at the Everglades southern tip. Then they get their name from the trees that grow there. Mangrove trees have long roots. The roots rise above the water. They hold the trees steady as ocean tides rise and fall. The roots also home to other living things. Large and tiny shellfish live there. Fish hide in the roots to keep safe from animals that might eat them. Between the different swamps and sawgrass marshes, sawgrass is a tall plant that grows in water. Each blade of grass has sharp teeth like saws. Alligators that live in the marshes use sawgrass to build their nest. Trees thick with leaves grow in areas called hardwood hammocks. The leaves block sunlight and shade the ground. There's so little light there, few plants can grow. That is why some plants grow on the trees instead. The park is born. For many years, people in the Everglades alone. In the 1903, the United States government gave 20 million acres. What? Oh my gosh, 8 million hectares of land to Florida. Centimeters? Yeah. It wanted the state of Greenland and turn it into a farm. It wanted people to build homes. Soon developers started drawing out lands. Everglades was slowly being destroyed. Some people wanted to protect the Everglades. The writer named Marjorie Stoneman Douglas fought hard to keep the land safe. Marjorie spent 5 years studying the Everglades. She wrote about making the Everglades a national park. In 1934, the United States government agreed to set aside 1.5 million acres in the acres. What? 607,000 hectares for park. Times were hard, though. and there was no money. Finally, in the 1947, Everglades National Park was created. Protecting the park, making the park was just the beginning of the Everglades. Was just the beginning. The Everglades is protected from the development. However, there are other challenges. There are dozens of animals and plants species that are in danger in Everglades National Park. Their homes are at risk due to the changing weather and patterns and human activity. How fires save the marshes. Unlike a swamp, a marsh has no trees. It's in part due to fires. Florida has many lightning storms. The lightning start brush fires. The fires burn any plants or trees growing in the marsh. The balance of life in the park is changing too. That because non-native species now live in Florida. These plants and animals came to Florida from other places. Some are pets that have been turned loose. Some are plants that grew from seeds that people threw away. Other seeds were carried into the states by the winds. There are new species created around them. Oh my gosh! There is animals and plants that native species need to live. Special programs have been put in place to get rid of unwanted species. Into the wild. Today many people come to Everglades. They hike on trails through the swamp. They paddle through the marsh. They camp under the hardwood hammocks. There's amazing varieties of life to see along the way. Everglades National Park is a special place. It has many unusual plants and animals. People from all over the world come to see them in their natural states. They come to admire the natural beauty of the Everglades. This is a sport that like no other.